Okay, this is day 7 of the Table Topics 30-day challenge. All right, questions have been picked, and the first one is, if we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Well, hello fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I think that people are afraid of making mistakes for a couple reasons. The first one is we all have a need to be accepted, right? We want people to think well of us, to esteem us. And if we make a mistake, well then maybe we're less than perfect. Oh no! I think a lot of people get caught up with that. I know sometimes I get caught up with that when I'm stuck on a business question or I don't know, any kind of question. Depending on what it is, I may feel that apprehension in reaching out, whether it's posting a question on social media or calling someone up or sending an email. I think the other reason that people are concerned about making mistakes is not so much what other people think about them, but also what they'll think about themselves. Like, I can't believe I did that again, I'm so stupid. And we have this way of assigning an action to our personal value instead of seeing it just for what it was. It was either a bad choice or we're just human and we're flawed. So that's my response to that question. Mr. Toastmaster. All right, minute 33. What do you see when you look into the future? Well, hello, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. The future. Wow. So many movies, so many books, so many articles have been devoted to what is the future? What's it going to be? And I remember a talk I heard back, I think it was in 97 or 98, where one of the speakers was involved with the early stages of the internet back in 81, 82, and he predicted, he showed a video clip that at some point in the future, we're going to have this big network of computers that will talk to each other and people can communicate all over the world. And the other guest on the show, his reaction when this guy said that was, no. And of course, even in 98, that was a reality. Well, I think the next big step for us in the future is going to be artificial intelligence. We're seeing it more and more. You call into a phone line at a big company, and a lot of times there's the AI there. You're not pressing buttons anymore. It's speech recognition. It's figuring out by what you say. Describe a little, with your bank, describe a little bit of why you're calling, and then the system figures out where it should route you. Of course, you have devices like Siri and also the Amazon Alexa device. So I think going forward in the future, AI is going to be a really big part. Thank you. Madam Toastmaster, minute 46. When was the last time you lied? What did you lie about? Well, hello fellow Toastmasters. My dad was always fond of saying, don't lie. He said, if you always tell the truth, you never have to remember what you said. And I think that's very true. And I think I read a study about the amount of times people lie during a day. Not a week, not a month, but a day. And I forget what the average was, but I believe it was more than 3. Which I found pretty amazing. It's like, what are you lying about? I don't know. So when was the last lie I told? Honestly, I wouldn't be lying if I tell you I don't recall the last lie I told. Not that I didn't tell one. Yeah, I do. But I don't recall the last one that I said. I'm sure it was probably something along the lines of what we would call a white lie. But I don't recall one at this exact moment. Madam Toastmaster. Minute 17. That was a tough one. What is the most insensitive thing a person can do? Toastmasters and welcome guests. You know, I think that one of the things that we really need to pay attention to is how we treat others. When I was in college, I had a summer job at a Thrifties. It was kind of a mishmash of grocery store, department store kind of thing. And I swear to you that when people see the little plastic tag with your name on it, sometimes they think of it as, hey, you're a human punching bag. Not physically, but verbally. You know, it's okay for me to be rude to you because that's part of your job. Like, okay, yes, I am here to provide good customer service, but at the end of the day, I am a person. This plastic name tag is pinned to a person, yet it's very common for us, even as customers on the other side of the counter, to think, well, we have some sort of special right because we're the customer. In some sense, you got an expectation about customer service you're going to receive, but it doesn't give anyone the right to treat another person poorly. They're a person with equal value, just like I am, just like you are. So I think that's one of the most insensitive things someone can do, is to treat another person disrespectfully. Madam Toastmaster, minute 43.